Today, as per your request, we're going to South Haven. Hang on, and here we go. Hi, and welcome back. My name is Dave from True North Michigan Tesla. We're glad you're here today. And if you really like what you see today, please hit the like button, the thumbs up. And if you would like to see more of our content, hit subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified when we have new videos of traveling and traveling with EVs. Today we're going to talk a little bit about South Haven, Michigan. South Haven is a beautiful place. And as you can see around me, this is the drive that I took from St. Joe to South Haven. Not a lot that we had to do with the EV because it's only about a 30-minute drive and there's really no stopping and charging or anything like that. We'll talk a little bit about some places that we can charge while we're there. But just for some background on the South Haven area, the South Haven area sits on Lake Michigan, and it's got beautiful beaches. It's 110 miles from Chicago and about 160 miles from Detroit. It was founded in 1787 by some Native Americans from the Ottawa, Miami, and Potawatomi tribes. They named the area Nikonong, which means beautiful sunsets. And if you haven't seen a sunset from what we call in Southwest Michigan all along the coast here, we call it the Sunset Coast. If you have not seen a sunset from the Sunset Coast, you haven't seen a sunset. It's beautiful, rich colors, and the beautiful blue lake. It's something that you need to see. And then in 1833, pioneer J.R. Monroe actually founded South Haven. There are lots of parks. One of the parks that I've gone to quite a bit is Van Buren State Park, and we'll actually drive past it here. You probably won't see it, but it's on the way from Covert, which is just south of South Haven, into South Haven on what used to be called Blue Star Highway 196. Now they moved that to an actual 4-lane, but this is the road that runs right alongside. Most of us locals call it Lakeshore Drive, but it just runs up along the lake here. So as you see, it is green now. We are in June. Things are opening up a little bit, and as we get into some of the downtown discussions, we'll talk a little bit about what's going on downtown. But as far as outside, like I said, Van Buren State Park, walking and biking trails on the Calhaven Trail, which is a really neat thing. It's an old railroad bed that they used, and it's designed for walking and hiking and biking and kids and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great thing to go to. There's over 2,000 boat slips in South Haven. So if you have a boat and you want to even temporarily just bring it up for the week or for a weekend, there are boat slips for you. Golf courses, there are amazing golf courses here. Pro design golf courses. One of my favorite is Hawks Head. It's a really pretty course. Festivals and events go all summer long. Pretty much every week, something is going on here in South Haven. And there's lots of lodging. There are over 40 restaurants. And one of the most fun things to do with your family is you pick fruit. And you can pick it yourself or you can get it pre-picked. But there's farmers markets. There's farms that'll be open for you to walk around. It's gorgeous. If you haven't been to the Sunset Coast, one of the neat things that you'll see here are grapes. And the reason that there's a lot of grapes in Michigan is because of the moderate temperate climate along Lake Michigan. Everybody thinks of the winters being, terrible and everything. Well, Lake Michigan moderates the temperature right on the lake. So what you're going to see is as you get between the lake and about 5 miles or so in, lots of grapes because that's the moderate zone. And so you'll be able to go see grapes, you'll be able to see all kinds of fruit because it's great for growing fruit and a lot of different things. So let's get into South Haven. If you like what you've seen so far, hit the like button, the thumbs up, and if you'd like to see any more of our videos, hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the bell if you'd like to be notified about when we create our new ones. And now let's get back to South Haven. When you pull into South Haven, as you see here, you're driving along the bluff from the south, overlooking the lighthouse, the lake, and what's called South Beach. And we pull up to a place called Kids Corner. As you see, they have baseball diamonds and soccer fields, they have picnic areas, and one of the coolest play structures that you'll ever see. It allows the kids to play from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and great view of Lake Michigan, and you can have your picnic up here, and then you can take it down to the beach when it's too hot on the beach. Come up here to the play area, vice versa. You can hang out. It is probably one of the most impressive play structures that I've seen in Michigan. Leaving Kids Corner, we get to the bluff, and then we come down to South Beach, South Haven has two beaches, a North Beach and a South Beach. Obviously, one's south of the piers, one is north of the piers. This is South Beach as we come in here. It's beautiful. You get a great view of the lighthouse and the piers. You can walk the pier. The lighthouse has been around for quite a long time. The pier was built in 1913. It was about 700 feet long. And then in 1925, they added that catwalk you see right there. It's the metal pieces that go out so that they could walk out there without having the waves affect them in a storm to get to the lighthouse. And then in 1940, they extended the pier to about 1,200 feet. And that's what was down there then. And then as you come up the river and go up the hill, you get to the downtown area. The downtown area is actually really nice. A lot of cool shops, 40 some different restaurants. There's a boat that they're working on right now. As you can see through this video, this is still during the time of social distancing. Not a lot of people out. My hair doesn't always look like this. I stayed in the vehicle intentionally because I didn't want to get out and walk around. We weren't supposed to. So this is the downtown area. Right here at the corner, you see this red building, one of my favorite restaurants, Clementine's. Clementine's is a great place. And good food, kind of a bar food kind of place. They have everything in town from fired pizza to like I was saying, they're rebuilding a paddle boat called the Idler. There's a little shopping center that's the Idler Plaza that's right on the water, and the boat itself is right on the water. And you used to be able to eat in the boat. Can't guarantee you're going to still be able to, but to me, when I drove by, it looked like they were working on it. And then as you go around from downtown to the other side of the river, and you get down between all the houses and everything, you end up here, which is North Beach. North Beach is the biggest of the two. South Beach right now because of the erosion and stuff, when I went through the buckets, big barrels of sand were still on the beach trying to block the water from taking away any more sand. As you can see here, they have all the sand pushed back out because they had lost a lot of water too. And believe it or not, the water was really close to the parking lot here. And they pushed the sand all back out. They put out their volleyball nets. And so it looks to me as if the beach is pretty much ready to go. This beach during the summer right now, you can see there's a lot of empty space. And again, this is during the time of social distancing. So we aren't really supposed to be here out there without some kind of protective gear on and stuff. And as you can see, there are play things for the kids on this beach. There are bathrooms. There's place you can get drinks and snacks and stuff, and all these volleyball courts, and also access to the North Pier, and you can walk out the North Pier. The piers have been, over this last year or so, because of the water levels at its highest point ever on Lake Michigan, the piers have been very close to being underwater. So I can't guarantee that you're going to be able to walk on them. However, odds are you will. It just depends on the waves and all the conditions and everything. And please take Lake Michigan seriously, because it is kind of a rough lake. And on the way out of town, if you don't stop here, you made a huge mistake. This is Sherman's Ice Cream. It is a local place that makes ice cream and doesn't sell it anywhere else. The line here, even during social distancing, was quite long. And it is fantastic ice cream. If you take Phoenix Road out from downtown area straight out, and as you cross over 196, it's right there. Great place to go for ice cream. While you're out there, check out Gingerman's Raceway. If you've ever wanted to race one of your own cars, they have a racetrack where they'll help teach you how to drive. You can go out and play around. You can make a whole vacation out of it, driving on the track, bringing your car out there, or driving one of their cars. So check out Gingerman's Raceway, and check out for sure Sherman's Ice Cream. And this is South Haven. South Haven is, like I said, it's a beautiful town. And growing up in Michigan, South Haven is one of the places that all the locals would go. North Beach, where everybody would hang out and play. Compared to St. Joe, we're gonna talk about that a little in an upcoming video. We're gonna do a comparison. What's the difference between St. Joe and South Haven? Kind of equivalent towns. We're also going to, via your requests, do Saugatuck and a comparison between Bridgman and New Buffalo. So we'll get to those comparisons and to South Haven here real quick. So thanks for watching the video. You guys like what you see? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button to see any of the new videos that we come up with, and some of these this town versus this town, this beach versus this beach. And we're going to be through this whole social distancing thing, I hope, soon. And we'll see you guys on the next video.